Well, hi all my YouTube friends. This is Rocker by Baby ASMR. I'm going to show you how to paint a car the ratchet way. Uh, anyway, we're going to put on some primer first, and then I've been doing a little bit of that. So I'll flip the camera around, and you can watch. Yeah, go ahead and get a laugh. It is kind of a really cheap way of doing it. So, all right, here we are at my place, the Jungle House, and this is the car. So anyway, so what you do, actually what we used to do, you know, in our late teens, we'd get an old junker like this and we'd buy a cheap spray paint. This stuff isn't cheap. This is actually Rust-Oleum actual primer filler. And anyway, we just use stuff and fill in all the little holes and whatever. So all I'm doing here is, whoa, I can see what I'm doing here. Okay, here we go. Now when you buy a hood or any part of a car that just comes from the factory, it comes black. It's just flat black. And so what I'm spraying on here now is just a flat automotive primer gray. And what I'm trying to do, well, first of all, cover that black, but also create a surface by which I can put the final 2 coats on. Anyway, eventually it'll have this more of a sparkly finish, but for now, this just gives it something to hang on to. Now normally, I would use an air compressor and an air dryer, because you don't want any moisture, and I would use an actual professional spray gun. But where this vehicle is on a type of a salvage title, because the front was caved in, you know, it's just basically a go around, whatever car, you know. If it gets smashed again, oh well, what the heck. We'll just go to a junkyard and get some more parts and bail and wire it back together again. So now this was masked kind of strange in that I would have just put on a paper. It's kind of a butcher paper and then taped around the outsides. This is a waste, really quite a waste of good tape. Boy, this can is about gone. But in the end, what we'll be doing is taking very, very fine sandpaper, maybe 20,000 grit, and going over this and smoothing it out again without taking too much paint off. And then after that, see, what an ugly car. After that, then we can put on the finish coats, which in this case is going to be coming out of a spray can. Now I don't know how that's going to work, because this is really I've never done it that way before, but we bought the exact color, the match on Amazon, and I was expecting to get like a quart of actual automotive paint, and then I would have mixed it with a reducer, and then I would have sprayed it on in a covered facility. But as you can see, there's really no place to put it, thanks to me, because I filled my entire garage full of stuff, and it'd probably take the rest of my life to clean it out. Okay, let me, I should have grabbed a tripod for this, but all right, so you can kind of get an idea of what this looks like. Like you say, it's pretty ratchet. This vehicle, well, it has suffered some other ill effects from other little fender benders, and so it's kind of chewed up. You know, it's got holes in it. Look at that, plastic. That's to the modern car. It's pretty much all plastic where they can get away with it. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you today. That's what I've been doing a little bit, besides talking to all of you online. Is just coming in here and doing this a little bit. And it's kind of like what we all do. Saturdays are for moving from one apartment to another, or working on your cars. You know, all us guys are working on our cars. We spend more time under them than we do in them. And but other than that, this thing runs good. Got good air conditioning. It's 100 degrees today in Salt Lake, or at least that's the projected high. I don't know. It's very dry here, so it's hard to tell if it was 100 degrees. 100 degrees back east, where it's humid, would be devastating. So, okay then, I'm just gonna continue on this thing. I'd rather take you into the jungle. This is my jungle. Thick wooded stuff. I thought to myself, I don't want to plant grass. I already take care of everybody else's grass. So why should I plant grass? So instead I planted trees, and it's all lush and green, and I usually sit over here in this area and play my guitar or my electric bass just out here, and it's pretty secluded. We've got water running in here, splashing around. Yeah. So this is just my little forest away from, well, everybody else's yards, as you will see here. Take a look at this. Now, that is not my idea of a fun yard. It's all dried up, dead. You know, the field, still got fields around here. Too dry, I'd rather be in here, you know, where we've got splashing water and a picnic table in the woods and so on. All right then, everybody. I'll post this just as soon as I get it edited, so everybody can come and see what a silly job I'm doing today. And all right then, goodbye for now. I suppose I could do this to all my wonderful friends out there. You're all very important to me, and love you all. Just be careful out there. I live in Salt Lake City, and I think yesterday we had 867 new cases of COVID-19. And so I don't have a mask on right now because, well, there's nobody around but the trees and some birds and my bees. I raise bees. So, boy, look at that hair. It's long enough now to where I can get it in a ponytail again. So anyway, wear your masks when you're in public. And I hate to say it, but you're gonna have to kind of keep a good distance if you go to the park and all that stuff. Just, there's still no cure for this. There's no vaccine for this. And heaven forbid it mutates into something worse. But at least I can see you all. I can love you all from here, and that's just the way it's going to have to be for now. It is what it is. Alrighty then. Take care, everybody. This is Rocker by Baby ASMR. I'm also a member of the Time Cruisers band. In both bands, I'm the sound engineer for one, and I play electric bass in the other. I'm a former belly dancer. I danced for Veiled Visions for several years, and also danced for Kismet Dance Company. What else can I tell you? Of course, I do ASMR online, and I whispered during that, but it's noisy out here. And oh, I have to tell you, I got invited on Monday to be in a film, a documentary that will be aired next year at the Sundance, Sundance Film Festival. That's what it is. So I guess they just kind of want to see what I do in a day, which is a lot. I usually don't get much more than 2 hours of sleep per day. I'm busy doing many things. So, right then, you all take care, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye-bye now.